Slide Edge talks about three main things during the book. It talks about setting goals, taking responsibility for your actions, and building a moral belief system behind yourself. The first one we're going to talk about is building a moral belief system behind yourself. The way that the author explained how to do that was by reading 10 pages a day, and if you do this for 250 days straight, you would have read an equivalent of 10 books. By doing this, you can really gather a background of information and facts based on what you believe in, and you can form those opinions that you want to have based on the information that you've read and not just on what you've seen in the real world. The second thing we're going to talk about is taking personal responsibility. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most important things to do, especially here in college, just because we're on our own, we're doing everything by ourselves, no parents, no anything. So the first thing that is really important when you make a mistake in college is making sure that you take responsibility for it. And so the author really stresses this because he says if you can't take responsibility for your actions, that it's really hard to be successful in life, because most people nowadays will only talk about how they are, or they'll try to make up excuses for everyone else instead of taking the blame for themselves. And that's one of the hardest things to do nowadays with all the different things that have come into play. And the third thing that's really important is setting goals. The main quote that I really liked from the book was when the author said that you have to plant the seed, you have to renovate the seed, and then you have to harvest the seed. This is really important to me because when you're making a goal, you can't make it too unattainable. You have to make sure that it's an achievable goal, and you want to make sure that it's a goal that you can work towards every single day. Because when you're setting a goal, you can't make something happen overnight, or you can't change your actions every single day overnight. It's one of those things where you really have to work at it every single day and make sure that that comes down to like what you want to be doing later on, like once you achieve the goal. And in my opinion, if you set like small goals and you keep doing that, it'll really benefit you, especially if they're goals that can benefit you in a positive way. And I really enjoyed the book because those three themes are very important when you have, or when you're talking about taking responsibility. That's the first action you want to look at when you are setting goals for yourself. You want to look at yourself and see where can I improve, and what are some things that I can work on to make myself better. And then also just building a belief system. You're forced to make decisions every single day in your life, and if you have a belief system behind yourself, you're really forced to make those decisions more critically, and you pay more attention to detail. So in my opinion, that's really important to just look at, or just see if you can correlate all three of those things together.
When did you realize that taking personal responsibility for your actions was a big step towards being successful?
I would say really my senior year is when I decided that just whether or not I wanted to take responsibility for myself. I played 3 sports my senior year, along with working whenever I wasn't playing a sport, and I just realized that that the next year I wasn't going to be able to have my parents around all the time, and so I really kind of started stepping it up in school, paying more attention in class, and then just working harder as far as trying to earn as much money as I can and trying to meet as many people as I could. So and then like on another level, just coming to college, I felt like I really had to take responsibility for every single little thing, whether it's a little homework assignment or on a grand scheme of things, just doing well in classes. And so since I am paying for my own tuition, I feel like doing well in classes is one of the most important things here at ASU. And I feel like if you're not doing well in classes, then why else are we here at college? We're here to learn. And so with that being said, I guess just doing doing well in school was just one of the biggest things for taking responsibility, and then also just learning about how I could become more successful and trying to meet as many people